Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 7 of Zebu Nation Plays Endless Space 2. And if you're watching this on a Monday, that means I'm keeping up with my recording schedule and things are looking good. If you're watching this on some other day, well, I guess you could be watching this in the far future. But if this is the Monday after the last episode, then it's on the right track. If it's some other day, then yeah, I've gotten off kilter. But anyway, well, I guess that makes this a non-evergreen episode because now people are like going to be asking, is this Monday? I don't know. So anyway, just watch this on a Monday and you'll be okay. All right, so we left off with a new thing we have to do. What do they call these again? I need to get my my terminology right. A new quest. We're going to be looking for the future and excavating the past, and doing so by winning 5 battles, and that will get us a new type of laser weapon we can equip to our ships. But we ended off kind of at the beginning of a new turn, so we're going to run through our little sidebars here. Our new hero is being recruited, Lena Zelavas. She has joined the Empire. She is our heir, the Emperor-elect. And look at that, she is a level 4 hero. So this is going to help us out quite a bit. I want to go back to that. So what kind of hero is she? She's an Imperial. She is a counselor, which means that she's oriented towards support if she's in a fleet, or she's a resource and diplomacy if she's assigned to a system. And I'm going to assign her to a system because I think counselors are better at being in-system governors, and also we need a governor. Like, the way our government is set up is that the people don't get representation unless they have a governor who's sent to our Senate. So we shall do that. We'll assign her to a system, but first of all, well, take a look at her ship here. Another reason is she just has a limousine as a ship, which is, it's not a bad little ship, if I'm honest with you. It has, 33 attack, 108 defense. That's probably our best warship if we were to put her in the field. We could even attach a few more modules. We could give her a few new weapons and all that kind of stuff. But there are much better hero ships out there for putting in fleets. So we're going to assign her skill points as a governor and see what she can do. So she has the basic universal skills here of optimal operation, so she can add production or food. Oh, you know what? Before we get too far into this, put 30 minutes on the clock. There we go. So she can do that. Or down here in her United Empire skills, she can be a rousing orator to gain influence per systems, or she has the counselor skills, which means she can add dust. So I think what we're going to do here, since she has 4 skill points available, we're going to add 1 to each of these. And then right now we're interested, I think, in production more than dust or influence. So we'll add production level 2 there. So she now, when she's a governor of a system, she adds +2 production and +2 food per population. She adds +1 influence per population and +5 dust. So that's pretty good on system and +5 on sterile. Okay. So anyway, we'll apply those skills. Close that. Go back to hero overview. Now we need to assign her hero management. We will assign her to a system. So where do we want to go? Do we want to put her on Mira, which is kind of our weakest colony, or do we want to put her on Gemini, which is our second highest? Now, Gemini is already at 84% happiness. They could care less that they're not represented. But Mira, these are our alien friends that we just brought into the Empire. So I think they could use a bit of a governor there to show them how to be proper Empire citizens. So we'll send them our Emperor-elect, which is a very, very honorific title for them to receive as their governor. So there we go. We now have a governor there and a governor in Pictor. Gemini, they're just chilling out. They're happy by themselves. All right, so production. We've built the Colonial Exchange on Pictor. Now we're working on the Honeycomb Scope. That's good. Marketplace speculators are buying Eden incense. The low price of Eden incense, healthy stocks above 25, and no demand change have led to rogue traders buying to corner the market. All right. We do have some Eden incense. Let's check out the marketplace here. Luxury items. It's Eden incense right there. So we would get 14. No, this would be buying, right? This would be buying it over here, and this would be selling it. We currently cannot sell our luxuries. All right. So I guess we won't do that. All right, fun stuff. What's the other thing? Oh, the big thing is we completed research so we can build some new spaceships, some new actual warships. So we've got the Escort and the Corvette. These are the generic ships that come with this class, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to create our own ships. Oh, the other thing is we can take a look at our battle tactics. We haven't done this yet. So currently, whenever we run into a battle, we see these three options. We have Turtle, Power to Shields, or Revive and Rebuild, but we actually have a bunch more things that we could choose from. We have a morale bonus we could choose from. We have experience points we could get. Plus 70% damage bonus on critical hits. Or plus 2 damage at long range per enemy ship on ships. So each of these tactics will give us these different abilities, and they'll also, sort of change the way our fleets react in battle. So do we want to get rid of any of these? We have 2 defensive and 1 sort of dust-related one. I think for sure we'd get rid of Revive and Rebuild. I don't know if we can just put that back up there. So we switch that out with Get Lucky. I don't know about that. I think Barrage Fire maybe. Plus 2 damage at long range, because I do kind of like fighting at long range. Power to Shields. I guess that's okay. Do we need extra experience on our fleets? I don't think so at this stage in the game. Critical hits. We do have laser weapons that do get critical hits, but I don't know that we want to worry about that. That's at medium range and short range, whereas Barrage Fire is long and medium. Alright, so if we need to go short range, we can turtle up. That'll give us better hull plating. If we need to go long range, we can either go Power to Shields and be defensive, or Barrage Fire and be offensive. I think that gives us a little bit of strategy in there. So we'll confirm that and see what that does. Now let's create our own ships. Now we got 2 new hull designs. The first hull design was the Uranef class, which is a defensive ship. So you see it's small. That means it only has 1 command point. That's fine. It is a protector. So the role of this ship is to protect and assist other ships in battle. Its primary targets will be attackers and hunter ships. Secondary targets will be protector and coordinator ship. So when you fly this ship into battle, it's going to seek out attacking ships and go after attacking ships. Now the bonuses it has is it's a guardian, which means it attracts fire from enemies to protect the other ships. So as it goes after those attacking ships will turn and fight it, which is what you want it to do. And then defensive, it gets a plus 10% bonus on plating and shields. So what we want to do is boost this thing up with defensive equipment, and then send it at the enemy basically as a bullet sponge. So that will be happy and cool. So we've got a few new modules we can look at. First of all, let's take a look at some support modules here. We have that record and replay unit that we got through that special event. And we can install it on this ship, I believe. Yeah, right there we can install it. But I don't think at this point we need it. We'll wait for a bit of a larger ship that maybe has some extra slots available. We have the O2G delivery gear, which this is more for an invasion type ship. It lets you add more troops to your ship, which is better for invading planets. It doesn't really have much effect on space battles. Then we have another cool new one, the support module Titanium Enhancer, plus 25% projectile damage and critical hits 5%. So if you have projectile weapons, it will add 5% critical hit chance and 25% damage. So right now I think projectile weapons have 0 critical hit chance. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool synergy to add. I don't think that's fleet-wide, though. I think it's just on this ship. So it's kind of an offensive enhancement, and I don't think we really need that on a defensive ship. So we'll just add our engines there, and then we'll probably go all defense on this ship. So go to our defensive modules. We have basic plating and plasmoid shielding. So I think what we'll do is we'll add 1 shield and 2 plates. There we go. And then for weapons, we just have 1 slot for weapons. So we'll go with the most versatile weapon, which is the basic slug weapon. And we really do need to upgrade our weapons, but for now, this is what we got. And this this ship has only 16 attack, but 135 defense. So it is a definite bullet sponge. It's a ship, it makes our fleet a little bit more tactical. And we'll see that once we get into a battle. Some people think that that this is just an all-auto battle system, and there's no point in watching it or understanding how the battles work. You just put more ships than the other guy and you win. But that's not necessarily the case. There is a little bit of nuance and some fundamentals you got to understand about the battle system. So here we go. We will name this the Defender class ship, and we'll create that design. And now, since we have a highly defensive ship, let's create a highly offensive class from our other ship design that we just got, the Izirgi, which is a small attacking ship. So the role of this ship is to inflict massive damage at short and middle ranges on the enemy. Primary targets are protector and coordinator ships. Secondary target are carrier ships. Very interesting. I don't think we'll be going up against any carriers anytime soon. But just in case we do, the ship will be ready for it. Bonuses, focus. Focuses fire with the flotilla to quickly eliminate ships. So they're going to pick out a target, and then every one of these attacking type ships will fire at that single target and blow it up quicker. So that's good. And then offensive, it gets plus 10% damage on weapons. So we want to load this guy up with weapon systems. So first of all, it has not really much in the way of module support. It only has 1 module slot, and for that we'll have to put the gravimetric engines on there to give us some engines. Now defensively, since we have the possibility of 2 defensive slots, but we're really only going to go with 1 defensive slot. So I think since we have only 1 defense, we're going to make that plating. And it'll give us low energy defense, but I don't think a lot of the ships we'll be facing early will have a lot of energy weapons. So there we go. And then now for weapons, we got 3 slots available for weaponry. I think we'll go with the... we don't have any special weapons at the moment. So we'll go with the opal laser up top. We'll go with the slug thrower in the middle. And then well, this ship is supposed to be, what did it say? Medium and short range. So do we want to go with a plasma beam There will be huge damage at short range. Or do we want to go long range with the torpedoes? Because we just got those new abilities that let us attack at long range, but our ships aren't really designed for long range. Well, right now we're 90% long, 90% short, 100% medium. So whatever we choose will swing this ship one way or the other. Maybe we could build 2 of these. Maybe we could create 2 different ships. You know what? I think we'll go long range. So we're now 94% long, 93% medium, 56% short range. We have 59 attack, 85 defense. That's pretty good. So we're going to name this the gunship. There we go. I like that. I'm going to create the design. And the reason I went long range with that was because we have the Corvette over here already. And let's edit that design and see what they're all about. So you can see the basic design is a little bit different. It only has 2 weapons. It has a basic opal laser. It has another basic opal laser. And then it's left its 3rd slot empty, so that makes it a little bit cheaper, but a little bit less effective. So we could change it up. We could make this the long-range ship by adding torpedoes to it. We could make it a little bit more versatile by adding some armored plates to it. Or we can make it more balanced. You know what? There's lots of things we can do with this. So let's add the torpedoes to the Corvette. There we go. So we'll apply that design. So that's now the Corvette 3. And the gunship, let's edit that. And let's add the plasma beam there and make it more of a short range and medium range. Right? Oh, look at that. Does that work? Is that good? Or should we just add another gun turret and make it an actual gunship? So 100% to medium, 93%. That makes it a little bit more balanced. 2 gun turrets and 1 laser turret. Yeah, we'll apply that to the gunship. So there we go. Corvette, more of a long range. Gunship, more of a medium range. And the Defender will be our short range, even though it's not really much of a short range ship. It's more of a mid range as well. So we're gonna fight in the mid range. That's the long and the short of it. We're gonna be at the mid range. All right. That's enough of that. Let's see what's going on here. We've got these pirates are just flying around doing nothing. I don't know what's happening here, but we need to build some of these ships that we just got. So we got the big data shipyard coming up in 3 turns. So what do we want to do here? I think we want to build... You know, let's just build a little fleet here. A Defender and 2 gunships. And again, we're going to delay the Endless Research Park to the end of the frickin' queue here. Back up to 24 turns for that. But, you know, we need to take care of these pirates for our empire to move forward. I don't know that I want to disrupt the rest of these guys by building ships here or in Mira, Gemini or Mira. They don't really have the production right now. No. Alright, so we're going to let them continue on, and we'll just build our ships at Pictor. Alright, alright. So we got some anomalies we can scan here, right? Yeah, we got one anomaly down here in Thea 3. There we go. Expedition successful. Metallic waters anomaly. Rich deposits of copper, iron, zinc, and other metals. The lakes and geysers of this planet are stunning to behold. The high metal content of the waters is also a boon to industrial development, as highly purified ores can be obtained through simple filtration. +1 production per population and minus 10% happiness. I would assume that, you know, like if your water is full of lead and zinc and stuff like that, it's probably not going to be a very hospitable place to live. Not going to mention any names of places that might be the case, but I think we've seen that happen in real life. Anyway, all ships on the fleets have been granted a +5 experience points. Good. So that the experience of this crew must be pretty high. What does it say that anywhere? Exploration small. So yeah, they're only 9 experience points away from reaching level 2. So there we go. Cool beans on them. And then they'll fly up here to Micre. It's probably Micre, right? Like Iker. Anyway, we're going to fly up there. There's an anomaly up there we can scan. Other than that, we don't have a lot going on. These pioneer ships can just wait up here in a defensive position, I suppose. I would really love to send my settler out, but they risk getting destroyed if there's anybody there at Pegasus. I wish I had a probe I could launch. Well, I can launch a probe, actually. Let's do that. We'll launch a probe there. Launch a probe there. So we'll be able to see, hopefully, where those fleets fly next couple of turns, and then maybe we can find a gap and shoot our settler through the gap in their defense. All right, that's enough of that. So we'll end that turn and keep going. Economy scan. We can look at our economy. Ooh, that's new. What is this? Not much happening with our economy. There's no like real trade routes or anything to look at, so let's get rid of that. Oh wait, there's like stats on the left hand side here. Yeah, trade routes, blockaded trade routes, company headquarters. We don't have any of that. So we have food and we have industry and we have science, we have dust, we have all that stuff. You ally neutral enemy. You know, again, not that helpful, but it's cool. Once we get a little farther and our empire is a little bit more robust, we'll be able to use that to see where the hot spots of our economy are at. I thought I ended this turn, but I guess not. There we go. We still need to win 5 battles, but that's going to be coming up probably in later episodes. Oh, something's going on. I'm hearing all kinds of clicks and stuff. Uh-oh. Solo quest started. Lord of War. Look at these tough characters here in the background. Pretty cool. Black markets have always existed in dense urban centers within the Empire. As long as they're monitored and kept under control, they have their uses. Criminal elements can be kept busy, hidden taxes can be skimmed, and interesting contraband can be smuggled into the nation for the leadership's pleasure. However, black markets for illegal firearms is another matter, especially when it enables enemy civilizations to get their hands, tentacles, or other appendages on some of the Empire's most effective weaponry. The unfortunate truth is that some of your undercover security forces have unearthed compelling evidence that a gun smuggling ring is operating out of 3 of your systems. The leader is suspected to be the nephew of Duke Groltz, a bad apple with a history of criminal activity. What should you do? Oh. So if you shut down the ring, assign a hero of at least level 5 on the Gemini, Pictor, and Mira system. So that's going to take us a while. Or let them stay. Reach 60 happiness on Gemini, Prector, and Mira system. Reward 110. I don't know that I really want a gun smuggling ring, especially one of that size, when I'm having rebellion issues. So, you know what? I'm going to have to go after him, which means we're going to have to send Lena after them. She'll be level 5 when at her next level. So this will be a good test of our Emperor-elect. Can she shut down this quest, or this ring of gun smugglers? Also, maybe we'll find out if she's involved with these characters. Maybe, you know, she's getting weapons from them. Maybe she won't want to shut them down. This could be a good test for her. So we'll do that. A healthy black economy is one thing, but arming your sworn enemies in the process is unacceptable. Besides, Duke Grolt's nephew shouldn't be free to acquire so much dust. Yeah, I don't trust that guy at all. If that's him, I don't trust this guy one bit. So we need to send Lena there once she gains another level. There we go. Deed Studier of Worlds failed. Be the first to have 8 planets colonized. Wow, somebody out there already has 8 planets. Well, we're kind of hampered in by these pirates at the moment. And by the number of colonizable planets we have. We don't have many. I think this is one of our problems, is we're trying to focus on everything at once, and we're not focusing on one thing. We're not focusing on colonizing or military or science or anything. We're trying to be too generic, and that could be our downfall. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so the Imperials are growing again on Mira. There's now some Imperials there. Okay, that's good. Because Mira had previously been all Harisham, so we now have some Imperials there. Good job. More diversification, that's what we like to see. Alright, so close that down. Latest political survey. Look at all of these political parties. Looks like it's the militarists are coming up strong this election, with 24% tied with the industrialists. Should be interesting if they can wrest control away from the pacifists and the ecologists. It's a surprise that they won the last election, if I'm honest with you. So we'll see what happens, especially now that we have another system, another governor that gets to, you know, give her opinions on things. So there we go. We'll see how that bears out in the next political cycle. All right, let's roll this along. We'll move our ships. Not much happening. You know, we need to know what's at Pegasus. So hopefully this probe can reach there, and if, you know, we might be able to sneak our ship past them. So, alright, we got one thing to do here. We can scan here on Miker. There we go, small Arctic. Expedition successful of the atmospheric anomaly, dust load anomaly. So we gain plus 25 influence as loot. And the anomaly, once a base or battleground of the endless civilization, their nanotechnological dust is omnipresent on the ground and in the atmosphere. So this grants this planet plus 2 science per population and plus 2 dust per population. So that's a good planet to be able to colonize at some point. It does have a little bit of food. So this is definitely, once we can colonize Arctic, we might want to go there first. Right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, they both have dust loads on them. Wow. Alright, good job. So that will be a rich dust production system if we ever make it out there. Colonize that stinky thing. Alright, so there we go. We'll successfulize that. If that's not even a word, but we're going to do it. Ending the turn, let's go on. We have a few minutes left in this episode, so let's see what we can accomplish, if anything. We still have 18 turns until impactless sites. That might be not the best thing to be doing. Alright, so it looks like all of our enemy fleets are here in Mira. Is that what I'm seeing? We got the Prowlers. Prowler. Oh, they're moving already. So. No, there's still that third fleet somewhere around here. If we knew what was at Pegasus, we could go there, but we don't, so we won't. Alright, let's check out our production queue. The honeycomb scope has been completed. So there we go. Gained influence with the scientist party. Cost us 160 production. Upkeep only 2 dust. 16 influence is gained. So our influence is growing, and plus 5 vision range. Up next is big data shipyards. So there's our vision range, right? So we should see, I mean, that should mean that Pegasus is clear. So we should be able to send our settler out there and not be attacked by bogies. So where do we want to send this settler? We'll send them to Nis just to start off with. So there we are. We made it through the Pegasus system. We should be good. Unless that other fleet is hanging out here in this system. I don't know. Bad news. Alright, well, we'll see what happens with that settler anyway. So let's go to our science. Science and exploration technology stage unlocked. So we got a new support module, warp drive. What? Support module plus 3 movement points and nano repair bots. Okay. Let's check that out in our ships here. No, not the gunship. Let's edit the escort. We never did edit the escort, so I want to see what happens. Let's look in our support modules. Warp drive. What does this do? It just gives 3 movement points as opposed to 2 movement points. Okay. Nano repair bots, health bonus, repair ships after battle. That's good news. So we're going to add the warp drive down here, and we'll add the repair bots. Right, yeah. Shielding. It's got 2 shields and no armors. I think I want to add an armor instead of a shield. Oh, there's our timer. So we'll finish this out. So there we go. We'll apply that design there. And then I think what we can do, right, we can hit auto upgrade. And that should upgrade the ship. It upgraded to gunship 3. Let's see what it upgraded. It should have upgraded us to warp drive. Yep. Alright, so that's good. So we can upgrade, we can auto upgrade. Well, we don't need to, oh yeah. We can auto upgrade all of our ships. Oops. We can just exit out and not ever do that again. Can we select more than one ship? No. Alright, so we'll just Defender, auto upgrade, Pioneer, auto upgrade, Corvette. We don't need to upgrade the escort. Do we want to upgrade the settlers? Yeah, I mean, that'll help them move faster, which is what we need. And then the patrol ship, auto upgrade. So all of our ships will become a little bit more expensive to buy, but they'll all be able to move faster, which is good. Now, the final thing I want to look at. So we completed xenobiology, which means we can colonize tundra now. And we have a new public-private partnership which will increase our science. It's a system improvement that we can start building. So we might need to do that to start increasing our research abilities. So let's look at Gemini. What's their... So they've got pretty decent science, 35 science. Let's add the public. Let's click the wrong button. Anyway, do I want to end the turn now? It's been 30 minutes. All right, so we'll continue with this line of questioning. Next episode, we'll look at boosting up our science and doing some other cool stuff. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.